Hey everybody, it's Angela Perry here with doing some self-care. We're just going to talk a little bit today about positive self-talk when you're needing a bit of emotional or physical and mental support. Um, so some of the habits you might seem to keep doing with yourself is telling yourself you're not good enough, that you're unworthy, that you're undeserving, and all of these things really equal a very, very, very low self-esteem. You can get depression. Um, you may stop loving and living your life up to how you've been. You tell yourself you just don't have enough of whatever you need in your life right now all the time. Um, I never thought I had enough friends, enough family who cared, the right job, the right education. What I'm doing every day was the right thing. I was constantly double checking myself every time I was doing something, and that just brought up a lot of issues of unworthiness and undeserving, going back for a long time, 30 years of saying things like that to myself. And it's an ongoing struggle for me every day still. And I do a bunch of simple steps every day to kind of tell myself that I am worthy and I am deserving, and I do actually finally believe these things, and it's taken a long time, like about a year. So it's a lot of work, but it is so worth it because they're just so simple things that you could do. Because it's one of the highest emotional states you can ever experience when you experience gratitude. It really is. It's feels like the world is finally in your favor for once. Um, when you find gratitude, you will find true joy, some happiness, and be able to love people and yourself, most importantly, no matter what, and everything that you don't have in your life. And once you do that, this law of attraction comes into play, and it states, like attracts like. When you're grateful for what you already have, you'll naturally attract more in your more for than which you can be more grateful for of those things. So it's like an ongoing thing. That's my dog sneezing when I do self-care. She's usually with me. There she is. So sorry about that little sneeze. So it's really hard for us to focus on the good when we've been culturally conditioned to focus on what we don't have right now. And it's easier for us to be upset over what we did not achieve, did not receive, than appreciating what we've received and achieved in our life. And you just stop and think back sometimes in your life and the things you've actually accomplished. You will be amazed. You really will be. Some of my steps that I like to take, I have a few steps here to share with you. What I like to do every morning, I take 5 minutes and I write down 3 things that I appreciate and that I am grateful for in my life. If you start your day that way, you'll be more open to accepting these new and appreciative and grateful moments that come your way. And they can be so simple, like, I am grateful for my dog. I am grateful I have a home. Tomorrow's live, I'm going to get a lot more into affirmations and contrast, so we'll go a lot more deep into that one tomorrow. One of my other steps is you try and appreciate 3 people in your life every single day, whether it's saying a thank you to someone who's held open a door for you, or believing the thank you and appreciating it when someone says thank you to you for holding open the door for them. And I bring up that one because I remember when I lived in Calgary, we had took the trains to school and everything. So we're looking at 20 years ago, 20 years plus, that I held open this door for this man. And he said thank you to me and said, you just don't see that enough in our life anymore. And it's true. And it has actually stuck with me for a long time. So I was very thankful and grateful that I held that door open, and I have this life lesson that I've learned now forever. It's one of the most amazing feelings I have. Um, so another little step that I like to take is you write a little love note to your loved ones, your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your cousin, whoever, even your dog if you want. Sorry, that's just my dog's tail. She's just trying to find a place to sit. Sorry about that. You know, set it. One of my other things I love to do is I set a timer throughout the day to stop and take time to appreciate everything around me. I look for the good. I don't look for the bad. You know, that saying every cloud has a silver lining, it's so true, because I feel I would not be able to be here and share with you if I had not experienced any of these feelings, this life I've had, my health, and my emotional issues too. So, you know, this is my silver lining that I get to try and help someone else. Very, very excited about that. One of my favorite things that I do for that is I carry a physical token of appreciation in my pocket every single day. And what I carry, it's right here. So one side, it says daughter, and the other side, it says, you are a special gift, a blessing in my life forever. I thank the Lord for such a precious treasure. Now, this was given to me by my mom about 10 years ago, and my mom passed away about 6 years ago. So it is one of the most grateful, one of the things that I appreciate the most in this world, and it's this small, tiny token. Out of everything in my life, I have this from my mother that she's telling me that I'm a priceless treasure, and that's something I'm starting to believe finally in myself. You know, also remember the smallest blessings in your life. You have to be grateful for those. Can you tie a shoe? Do you have clean water? Do you have a bed to sleep in every night? Did you get to eat today? Just simple things like that. You'll start feeling more and more grateful for everything you do, and everything you see, and everything that you have in your life that day. And lastly, but most important, is be grateful for yourself. It is natural, because we are not accustomed to be grateful for ourselves ever, that we're never good enough, that we have to achieve things higher and faster and quicker, and it's so not true. You have to go at your own pace and do what's best for you. You know, I have followed these few steps, and I have slowly noticed a mindset change in myself, and doing affirmations and I am statements in contrast, which we'll get into tomorrow, has been one of my most tried and true things that I do for myself, that I can wake up then knowing if I do these steps, I will have a great day and be open to anything fantastic coming my way and appreciating it. So once again, I always love to do essential oils when I'm doing my self-care and my any kind of self-talk or positive self-esteem that I need to do that day. And I choose to use Young Living essential oils just because I've done my research on them, and they are 100% natural, pure essential oils, and it's just who I choose to use. And some of my favorite oils that I use is Clarity, because you become very clear-headed and you understand, or I become very clear-headed and I can understand my feelings a lot better. I love using Valor. Valor just gives you some confidence in life to be open to those grateful feelings. Transformation, when I'm not feeling good about myself and I want to be able to become somebody that I know that I am and not somebody that I know that I'm not. I love my transformation essential oil. And lastly, acceptance. That's a big one. Do you accept what you have and you're grateful for what you have? You will be, all of a sudden, you will have this abundance of grateful things you need to accept in your life. And it can get overwhelming. but my Acceptance essential oil that I use calms me, relaxes me, and opens me up to accepting these new things and being grateful for them. So just to go over them real quickly, you know, take 5 minutes every day or every morning to write down 3 things that you appreciate in life. Try and appreciate 3 people in your life, including yourself, in that day. Write a small note to a loved one. Trust me, they'll appreciate and love it. And they're wonderful to get too. Trust me, you'll get one back. Carry a small physical token of appreciation in your pocket, in your purse, so you know throughout the day you can feel it and touch it and remember how grateful and what a treasure you are to this world, to a lot of people that you probably don't even know about. Just remember the smallest blessings in your life. And lastly, be appreciative and grateful for yourself. That is the most important thing. And I've worked through this for over a year now, and it's taken me a long time to get there. I went through lots of life coaching and still am. I have no training or anything in this, so I'm not really qualified to give people actual doctor advice for this. So that is why I'm sharing exactly what I do and how it's worked for me. And trust me, if somebody can change like me, anybody can. Really, anybody can. So if you have any questions about what I just talked about, just post them below and I'll try and get back to you about them. Or if you're interested in essential oils or anything like that by Young Living, let me know, and I can let you know how to get some of those into your home as well. Thank you for joining me, and I will be back tomorrow at some point. I'll let you know in the morning what time. Have a great night, everybody.